Hey, we're back again. Coon Prairie Ramblers, Lord have mercy. We got KC and the Moonshine Gang.
We're warmed up now.
Yeah, we're ready to go. We got Luke over there.
Yep.
And me, the amiable, affable mailman. And KC has our F-bomb.
The F-bomb's fixing to fall.
Yep.
Here she comes. Y'all duck.
Duck!
Ooh, that's about a 7.5.
Yes, sir.
I think that's one of those ones they heard in Southwest Florida.
I heard that.
Yeah.
What's
Well,
our F-bomb, brother?
if somebody gave you a book
A book.
and you started reading it, and suddenly, while you're reading the book, you realize this was the book of your life.
About
Would you
your
go
life.
ahead and read it to the end?
How far would the book go?
All the way to the end.
To your death?
To the end.
Till death do you part.
Oh,
The
yeah.
end.
Oh,
Maybe even
my
beyond.
goodness. Now, what kind of...
Might even include your funeral services.
What would you do?
Would you keep reading it?
Yeah.
Would you burn it?
Oh, man, you wouldn't burn it, would you?
It depends on what's in it now.
But you,
how
don't, but
complete
you
this
don't
book-
know until you get to the end.
Yeah, but how complete is this book, and do I want to fall into the wrong hands?
Well, at some point, you're going to read to the point where it catches you at your present time.
And then what?
Then you got to make that decision, huh?
Yeah, do you go on?
Well, I've always said curiosity kills the cat. I can't stand suspense.
So you would.
I think I would.
You'd read the whole thing.
Would you start to finish, or would you skip to the
Yeah,
back?
what if you found
no,
out
no, no.
the next day?
No, I want to
There's
know
no pages
every
after
little,
today.
every little detail,
The end.
sordid detail. Ooh,
Would it have pictures?
oh my!
Be illustrated?
I'd be afraid that it would end up in the wrong hands.
Yeah, it's kind of like This Is Your Life, a little TV
Yeah.
show. It'd be
Yeah,
like
you,
that.
you might get almost to the end and thinking, man, this is getting too embarrassing. Hoo-hoo. I mean, I really dropped down into the quagmire, dilapidation.
Especially when you go
Everything's
through
going
that
wrong.
part where you're all dancing on the flight line
Yeah. when you're wearing your gay apparel.
with a full bird colonel in his gay
exactly.
apparel.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
That was in
man.
a previous segment from that.
But that was funny, though. That was funny.
Well, you could benefit from it, I suppose, if you read far enough ahead into the future. And if you're a gambling man, and you said, "Man, I should have bet so much money on the other team to win the Super Bowl," then you go, "Aha, I know who to bet on now." But
Yeah.
I don't know if that'd work or not, because you'd be changing
Yeah.
the story.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
outcome.
kind of goes back into that butterfly effect.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can't change anything, even if you know it.
Yeah.
You can't mess with it.
That's right.
You
could-
probably wanted to go beyond your death. You could say, "Well, what did my wife do after I died? Did she marry some other old hairy-legged boy, or what?
That'd be terrible.
What happened to my kids and
Yeah.
grandkids?"
Would you want her to?
Yes, absolutely.
Would you really?
I would.
If you read ahead and knew what was going to happen, and you had no power to change it, and you saw it coming,
You had to live it out day by
But
day.
what if she
just like
married
it was
somebody
written.
you didn't particularly care for?
Yeah, well, that's when I want to be dead before I wouldn't want the book to go beyond that. I wouldn't want to know then.
yeah. Now, if you say you knew you lived to be into your 80s or 90s, and well, that's a good ripe old age, but I hope I didn't do anything to embarrass myself right at the very end. You know, like
Yeah.
get accused of something and go to jail.
For yourself.
Or get incontinent, or
Oh.
get senile and do the wrong thing.
Oh yeah.
I heard stories
Yes,
of that.
yeah, you're senile and you're in a rest home and you say all kinds
You know, I
of
think that'd be
embarrassing
one of the
things.
scariest things in the world, and I know a lot of people have to go through it. But
Oh, yeah.
to get to Alzheimer's or where you have dementia or something like that,
Yeah.
you know, and I mean, I've seen it. You know, and it's a terrible thing.
It truly is. I saw
No,
plenty of
it is terrible. But my mom, of course, she died when she was 91, and the last year or 2 years, you know, she dipped down into dementia and Alzheimer. But she was, some of the things she did was so funny, and some of the things she said was so funny.
Of course, it's like
Like
working at the state hospital.
she's in a rest home, and
Those guys were pretty
and
funny
she's
out
sitting
there.
there, come and get me, Grandma, Grandpa, come and get me, help,
Yeah.
help. And then finally, the nurse looked. I'm there, you know, asking her. I said, "Mom, why you yelling for Grandma and Grandpa?" She says, "That's all I could think of." So-
Well, you know, a lot of people, when they get into their last moments of life, now I'm not talking about moments, but days leading to it, when they're dying and all that, they do start crying out and calling out for
Yeah.
people from the past, their
Yeah.
mom and their brothers or sisters that are dead and gone, or people you've never even heard of. And all of a
Right.
sudden they're asking about them. You know, where's? I remember when my mother was doing that. You know, but she didn't really have dementia so much. I think it was from the pain and the medicine from the cancer and all, and my grandfather was doing the same thing. But they start talking to people and asking about where's Joe Blow or where's Rena or something.
There really was a Joe Blow?
Yeah.
Oh.
What it'd be interesting to go back and read your life story from day one, because you would probably come across some stuff you'd forgotten about. So things you did, places you went, stuff happened to you, or friends, neighbors from your childhood, from school and stuff.
I can tell you right now, I don't want to know how the story ends.
You don't want to know. I'll spoil the surprise.
I can't handle suspense, man.
Oh, you're handling it now?
Yeah.
What if you could read somebody else's book? You swap books. Me and you, we don't want to know how it is, so we're going to swap books.
That would be
no, because every time I saw you, I'd be saying,
don't go there. Don't do this. Don't do that, or whatever.
let me drive you home, Luke.
There you go, something like that. That's what it wind up being.
Is this before the book actually went to the publisher? It's in a rough form.
No,
There's only one copy.
It's just one copy. It's just
One copy.
It's like a magic.
And the public doesn't have it right now.
No, it's
It better not be in the library.
It's not
Better be making no movie about it neither.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty scary.
But I'm going to tell you something right now.
Yeah.
There's not one of us that want to have a DVD play our life in front of a whole group of people.
No.
None of them.
No.
Yeah.
Well, if you went to the Great Judgment Day and everybody's there,
Yeah.
and they got like an IMAX theater there,
Yeah.
and they plug in your DVD, this is your life. And it's like, well, that's going to take forever. Well, you ain't going nowhere. You got somewhere else to go. And the bazillion people are sitting there, and they all watch it from start to finish. They're cheering through some of it. They're booing through some of it. They're throwing stuff at the screen.
Yeah, I'll tell you, none of us do. None of us. We
No.
You know, I don't want to get real religious on you, but
Not a soul.
you know the Bible says,
Not a soul.
for all we like sheep have gone astray, each one of us have gone to our own
All
way.
come short of the
And we
glory of
all
God.
have
That's
fallen
right.
short of the glory of God. And we all have. We've all made mistakes and done things we're sorry for. We'd like to not, you know, it's one thing to forgive yourself, but to forget the things that sometimes it's hard to do.
Yeah, can't go back.
None
and
of
change
us,
it.
none of us want to see it.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Yeah, there's things I cannot forget.
It'd be interesting to watch some of the other people's DVD, but I don't think I want to see mine.
No, I know.
Yeah.
And I'm just, I know, but I don't want to know how the story ends.
Yeah.
No, because you'd go crazy if it was something terrible where you'd blow your brains out, or,
Yeah.
or you try. I guess you couldn't do it.
Can't, you know, the
If you
next
couldn't
day.
change it.
Well, I know what's going to happen today, and I can't. There isn't a thing I can do
It's
about
be like
it.
that movie Groundhog Day with Bill Murray, where he woke up and did the same exact thing every day for weeks and weeks at a time. You seen that movie?
Yeah, he's stuck
Groundhog
in
Day.
there.
He's pretty slick, wasn't he?
Yeah. I have to watch that again.
It's
I haven't
funny.
seen it in a long time.
Funny movie, Groundhog Day. Be nice to do that if you could get out of the cycle anytime you wanted to.
Yeah, but if you're reading your own book, it was really, the true events. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know how anybody could stand to read it to the end.
Well, I've been keeping a diary or journal since 1979, and I've written about everything from what the weather was like to what I had for supper and what I saw on TV and blah, 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 and I'm still keeping it. And you guys are mentioned in there all the time, every Monday, and stuff about the brew crew we go to and stuff like that. So there's a story of my life, but it only has what I want to put in it.
Yeah.
And what I don't want in it has been omitted since 1979. But I still wish I'd started keeping one earlier when I was a kid.
And you know that's actually admissible in court.
I've heard that.
Yeah, because if you're one that does that,
Right.
it keeps a diary every day, and they can say, "Well, where were you on this date?" And you say, "Well, let me look back. Oh,
That's right.
what I did."
That's exactly what
The rest of us,
You want to know what I had for supper? Here it is. This is what I. This.
and that would have been pretty cool if I'd showed up here in 1979 with a little diary and I said, "Well, here's what happened."
You should have been keeping like a little journal with you.
Yeah.
in the
And that
patrol
was
car.
a black Datsun. Yep.
People used to make fun of me because I wrote stuff down in my hands and I had napkins. I was terrible.
Yeah.
I was the worst note taker keeper in the world.
I'd be scared of getting called to the stand and have to take my diary in there to prove or whatever, and they take my diary away as evidence and put it in the vault, and I don't get it back.
They would.
Forget that, then I ain't gonna take it.
Yeah. I don't remember.
You can't have my diaries because they're there. I got precious stuff in there about my kids and everything.
That was one neat thing about Facebook this morning. It wasn't a neat memory, but it's good because it ended good. But anyhow, it's where you can go back and somebody posted something from a memory. It said, "See your memories." I looked at my memories, and 5 years ago, I was asking everybody to pray for my granddaughter, Mason, because Dalton and Kelly were headed to All Children's Hospital in the middle of the night.
Oh, wow.
And it was a terrible night. It was one of these storms and tornado warnings. And, I mean, the weather was awful.
Worst
and
imaginable.
Dalton had to drive his vehicle over there, following the ambulance. And Kelly's riding in the ambulance with
Well, it had to be a long, hard
Mason.
ride.
She's 6 months old.
Oh, wow.
And they don't know what's wrong with her, you know. And I was
That's scary.
just scared to
That was,
death.
no.
That wasn't a real
Good
good
enough.
memory to relive.
No,
I mean, it's
but-
good thinking now how she's doing fine. And
Makes you appreciate good health.
she had some sort of virus and pneumonia, and she was really struggling. It was stressing her body out, you know, and she was going into all kind of seizures or convulsions and things. And
Wow.
I don't even like to think about it. But
That'd be
that's one thing
something.
it ended a lot better than what it could have.
Would you want to read somebody else's book?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'd like to read that.
Yeah.
You want to read Mel's book?
I want to see what happened.
Well,
After
Mel,
Luke.
I know what Mel would want to read up till about November of next year, probably.
That's
I would
right.
want to. I would. Oh, no, yeah.
Where is that?
Yeah.
See if he wants to invest this money or not. That's exactly
Is
right.
it going to be a heartbreak city or? Yeah, you lose an election, man. You go through depression.
Do you really?
I do.
I never had to face that.
Yeah. Oh, you
Wow.
won every time.
Yeah.
Dog.
Ain't
I
no
was a
way.
winner.
I could not do that.
Yeah. It's
I don't.
it's rough.
I admit. I think it would have been tough.
Yeah.
But you didn't worry and fret leading up to it each time?
Not really. Not real bad. But I mean,
Win, lose, or draw. I mean, you're in it to win it.
yeah.
We probably didn't have that many tough competitions, did you?
Well, I guess they thought they were.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably said, "No, I got this guy."
He gunned him down, run him out of town.
Yeah.
I think I remember drawing a cartoon for the paper one time, him kicked back in the chair, and out the window there you can see a silhouette of somebody being drug up the Boot Hill
Yeah.
by their feet or whatever. I think I drew that if I remember.
You remember when
right.
they used to do that at Tree of Knowledge? They'd bury people
After
Yeah.
the
in
election,
effigy and
if you lost.
put crosses up and little signs
your
saying,
names.
"Here lies Mel Jackson."
Uh-oh.
That's right. They did that. If you lost the election, you got a tombstone there the next morning after the
You
election.
drove me and Bob Miller and Jim Self
I did.
one time. We were pins
Your
on the
bowling pins.
bowling alley.
And the voter or someone's going to throw the ball
Yeah.
at you. We're down to 30 seconds. Our time is gone again. Sad to say. So y'all have to tune in next week. Same bat time, same bat channel, and we'll see what's happening.
See you then.
See you then from WFLN
In.
News Radio.